Hi guys, welcome to How To Wednesday, and today we take a look at Yolo Box Pro. This is a compact all-in-one live production studio that streams and records simultaneously. It's designed for content creators, vloggers, streamers, and professionals who want to produce high-quality live streams and videos without complex setups. Yolo Box Pro has powerful features that make it incredibly versatile for various applications. These features are 3 HDMI inputs, USB Type-A input for webcams, Ethernet port for network, HDMI out, Type-C port for webcams or connecting an external keyboard, audio out port, audio in, that is mic and line ports, and finally a charging port. And guys, have done an unboxing video for the Yolo Box Pro, so you can check it out on our platforms. Yeah, that is YouTube. And right now I want to quickly take you through my setup. I have 3 HDMI inputs. Yeah, one camera right here, the Blackmagic Pocket. We have another Blackmagic camera, the Studio, and we have an IDA camera. And I have HDMI output, yeah, that's assisting me to get the interface of the device. And this is a charging cable, yeah, Type-C. Currently the unit, I'm using it on direct power. Yeah, that's why I have that right there. So that is my setup, very simple. So I'm just going to turn on the device and show you guys how to go about using it, from creating a live stream, yeah, and adding your inputs. So let's get to it. Right now I'm turning the device on. Yep, should be on in a few. So yeah, there it is, and we have the Yolo Live logo right there. There it is, guys. This is the first interface when the device turns on. And right here we have the Yolo Live logo. We have a plus sign right there. I'll show you what that does. We have the speed status there. We have the time. We have the battery status. Right now it's at 68%. And we have these texts, and we have a gear here for setting. So we click on the gear. It takes us to more settings for the device before you can even create a live stream. So at the top we have the platforms where you can stream your feed to. We have the account settings. Right now it's logged into highway. Yeah. We have the about for the device. We have the language. That's where you go to set that. We have the recordings. We have the frequently asked questions. We have the screen rotate. We don't want that right now, so we have the network settings right here. So click on that, more settings on the network. So we have Wi-Fi. Right now my device is connected to the office Wi-Fi. So if you want to use the Wi-Fi of the location you are at, this is where you go to configure it. As you can see, it's connected to the JTL one that I'm using. And down here we have more network settings. So the Ethernet one is the first one. Yeah, that is if you're using an Ethernet cable to bring in network to your Yolo box. And we have the mobile network. This one applies where you have a SIM card inside your Yolo box and you want to use the network from the SIM card. We have hotspot and tethering. Right now it's off because you're not using it. We are using the Wi-Fi. So that is where you go if you want to use network from another device. You can just hotspot from the other device to your Yolo box. And right down here we have the reset Wi-Fi, mobile, Bluetooth. We don't want to do that right now, so we go back. And down here we have the network test. That's where you go to test how fast the speeds are for your network. So we go back. That's all that was there. And here we have this text that's read, click the plus to create a live stream or enter monitor mode. As the name suggests, you go to live stream when you want to create a live stream to stream out your feed, and you go to monitor mode if maybe you want to just practice on how to go about using your Yolo box. So for us, we want to create a live stream. So we tap on the plus sign, and these two windows open up for the create live stream and the monitor mode. So we go to create a live stream. Once you tap there, this window opens up. Yeah. So we need to add a title for the live stream. So right now, I'm just going to type the title. Yeah. Call it test. Done. Description, that is optional, but let me just type that too. You can call it Yolo Box what? Let me call it tutorial. Done. And the schedule part, if maybe you want to schedule at what time your live stream will start, but we don't want to do that, so we click create. So that is how you create your live stream. And another window now, the interface is opening up. So once you create a live stream, this is where it creates like a sub folder for you. So we click on that. It takes us to the interface of the Yolo Box. Yeah. So we have a preview window right there. We have our inputs down here. So we have HDMI 1 from this camera, Blackmagic. We have HDMI 2 from the studio camera, and we have HDMI 3 from the IDA camera. So this is how the interface looks. And before I take you through these other settings right here, let me just show you guys how to add more sources. Yeah. So you click on the add video source, and I have a SD card inside the device. So I'll add more sources from the SD card. So we can add, so let me check video, sorry. Let's add more sources from SD card 1. So I have a clip, a green screen clip. So as you can see, it's already there. We've added it. Let's add more sources. Sorry. We can add a PDF. Maybe if you're doing a presentation, or maybe it's a webinar and you have your own presentation that you want to do, you can add a PDF to the Yolo Box. That's a cool thing. Yeah. So we've added this video and we've added a PDF. We'll add more when we go to the overlays part. So let's go to the settings part right here. So right here we have the platforms where you can stream out your feed. Yeah, I've not configured any of them because we are not going to live stream this out. Yeah, I'm just showing you, I'm using this to show you how to go about using it. So we start off with the first setting, the overlays. Yeah, the overlays are basically just elements that are superimposed onto your video. Yeah. So when you tap on overlays, we have another plus sign there. So when we tap on the plus sign, we have different types of overlays. We have the image overlays, we have the lower thirds, we have the countdown timer, web URL overlays, we have the titles, and we have the social overlays. So I think we're going to start with the image overlays. Tap on that. It gives you images. These images are in my SD card. That's why they are showing right here. So maybe you need to add an image overlay. An image overlay to your video. That's where you go right here. Let me take you back a bit. Let me bring this, my inputs, or let me use this one. So this is my input, one of the HDMI inputs, and maybe I need an overlay on it. Let's say for our logo. So this is where you go. You tap on that. You go to image overlay. I don't have our logo here. Let me just use the one for YOLO Live. So I tap on that and I tap on that. And there it is. So it also gives you a preview of what you're doing. So we can scale this down. Yeah. We can scale it down and also position it by touching here and moving it to where you want it to be positioned on your screen. And once that is done, you just press done and it comes here. So to apply this image overlay to your video, you just tap on it and ta-da! There it is, guys. It appears immediately. I hope you've seen that. To also remove it from the screen, you just tap it back and there it disappears. It's as simple as that. So we can add another image for you maybe to get that, yeah, for it to sync. So let me just use this ball. Yeah, it doesn't apply here, but yeah, this is just to show you how to add the picture. I can just scale it down and then you position it to where you want and you press done. To apply it again, you just click on it, it appears on your video. To remove it, you click on it, it disappears. Yeah, that's how to add the image overlays. And the lower thirds, the Yolo Box comes with some default lower thirds. So from here we can select something to use. Let me select this one. So once you click there, it brings more settings. So for the title right there, we can change it to Mary. I am the host, so you can put Mary right there. That is the title. On subtitle, we can put hosts. Let me put hosts there. That's how to edit the text. You can also change the title font, but yeah, let me just use the Roboto one. The title size, you can also play around with the title, the size of the title. Right now I've increased it. Yeah, you can change the title color from there. Maybe you want it purple. You select purple and tap OK. And shadow transparency, the text has a shadow on it. So that's how to just play along with the settings. The subtitle font also is Roboto. We won't change the size. We can alter it also. And yeah, the subtitle color also, if you want to change, you can change it. You can also change the background to that. Yeah, when you're done, you just press done and go back. To apply it to your video, you just click it and there it goes. Yeah, to remove it, you just tap and remove it. If maybe you want to change anything on this overlay, you just click and hold. It brings up the delete or edit button. So you click on the button and you go back into your settings. That is if you need to change anything, maybe the positioning of your text. That's how to go about it. So let me go back. Yeah, so also on overlays, we have the countdown timer. If you want a timer for your wherever you're streaming out, you can choose between these two. Yeah, these are the ones provided on the Yolo Box Pro. So I've selected this one. Background music, if it has music, you have to activate that for the music to be heard, but we don't want to do that now. The text, it's written starting soon. You can also change that to whatever you prefer. So we can change that to, let's put welcome. Let's put welcome. Yeah, just like that. You can also change the text font, the text color. If you need another color there, you can change it to red. Press OK. There it goes. The timer, this is where you adjust the time. We can just put this seconds. Let's put seconds. So on minutes, I have to go to 0. On seconds, I can put 2 seconds and then you press done. So the timer will be 2 seconds. For timer font, you can also change that here. Maybe let me try just changing that so that we can see the difference. There it is. on the timer color, you can also change that if you want to. The ring color, you can also use other gradients. Yeah, so let me put that one. Okay, transparency. Yeah, so this one allows for the transparency of your timer, how much of the timer is revealed, and the background also. You can also scale it down. Yeah, but let me put it there for now. And once you're done with your settings, you tap done, and here it is. This is where everything you use as an overlay comes. Yeah, so if I want to apply this timer, I just click on it, and there it goes. The countdown begins, and there it is. Mine was too short. There it is. Once the timer gets to 0, it automatically disappears. There it is. So we can go again and add, let's say, titles. Yeah, we can use this one to add titles. On the text, we can maybe write Yolo Box Pro, Yolo Box Pro, all in one live streaming. Oh, this is gonna be too long. Let me just put Yolo Box Pro all in one. Yeah, once that's done, you can go and change the text color. Yeah, we can use this blue. Okay, the text font, you can change it from here also. Let's say we use that one. You press done. Transparency, we don't want that. Background color, we want the white one, or we can change it to pink. Yeah, oh, this is not, let me put white for the text. Yeah, like that. Corner radius, you see it's curving nicely. Yeah, so this is where you alter the settings for the text. And for this one, I think I'd use it if I want to do subtitles for my video. There it is. And then to remove it, you just click it back. And if I want to edit and maybe position it at the bottom, you just hold and move it just like that. And then you tap done. Then once you click it, it appears. Still on overlays, we have the social overlays. So maybe you want to add your social pages, platforms on your video. Yeah, especially when we're doing outro, the outro part, we usually say, subscribe to my Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube page. So maybe you want to show people your Facebook page or your YouTube page. This is where you go and add the handles. So right now the logo is Facebook. The text, we can write highway AV. We're assuming that is our Facebook page. On the text, you can also change that. You can use this one there. And the text size, you can also play around with that one. And to scale it, you can scale it down. Yeah. And also hold and position it where you want it to appear and press done. So let me add another social overlay for Instagram. So you touch on the logo, it has more options. Touch on Instagram, and then you go and customize, you go and edit it. Touch back. That is where you edit it from. Again, we type here the text highway AV. Yeah, and then the text, we can also play around with that for you guys to see the difference. Text size, you can reduce it, you can scale it down also, and then you position it, because the first one we positioned it here and we want them to appear at the same time, so you can position it, yeah, just here, and then you press done. So right now you can add this. Let me first remove this one. You can add the social overlays down there, just like that, guys. Very simple. So that is the overlay. The next setting is the platform one. Yeah, you go on platforms. Right now I've not signed in on any of our platforms, so we can't even open them up. But to sign in, you just click on the link it takes you to the web browser where you can put in your details and sign in into your account. We don't want to do that now, but that is where you go to configure your platforms. Yeah. The third setting is the audio mixer. Yeah. This is where you do your settings for your audio. This is it, guys. So there's not much there. Another feature that we are going to take a look at is the scoreboard. Now this one comes in handy when maybe you're live streaming a match between team A and B and you want to show their scores in that feed. So first you have to activate the scoreboard, and here it is. Again, to position it, you just hold and move just like that. And now you can edit your scoreboard from here. For instance, we want to put the scores for team A, you can put 1, team B, we put like 3, and we have time, we have period. So period, let's say it's first half, we just leave it at that. We want to edit that. And the time, you can activate that. Yeah, the time controls, I think this is the time that you want your scoreboard to show on the screen. So that is where you edit it from. And we have more settings for the scoreboard styles. For instance, right here we can enter the game name. Let's say this is football. Put that in and done. You can change the color, the text color. We can put it this color. Okay, I hope that is visible enough. Background color we won't change. For team 1, enter up to 20 characters. Maybe you want to give a name for team 1. We can give it Arsenal. Arsenal fans, don't come for me, I know nothing about football. So we can also change the color, or we change the font style. Maybe use let me pick this one. Okay, and then we can change the text color to maybe pink. There you go. And then if you have a logo, you can also add the logo. So you click on the plus sign. Yeah, you select your logo. I've already put this in my SD card, so that's why they're there, and it automatically positions it in place for you. So team 2, we also give it a name. It is Man United or Manchester, Manchester. So Manchester, I misspelled that, Manchester. I hope that is the spelling. And we alter the color also. We can change it to, let me put this one like that. Background color remains the same, and then you have a team, the team logo. You also put that. I don't have that, so let me use that one, just like that. And there is your scoreboard. Yeah, so right now it's there in position. You can also scale it. I'm scaling it right now. There it is. It's nice. There is your scoreboard, guys. As simple as that. Yeah. The other feature is comments. Yeah. So this is where you get all your comments for the platform that you've linked to your Yolo Box Pro. When you go live and people start commenting, this is where all your comments come in. And when you receive your comments and you want to overlay them on your video feed, so this is where you come. They have options on how you want them to appear. So for instance, let me select this one. So this is how the comment will appear. You can also alter around the comments. The font, Roboto, we can put this one. Done. You can see it's changing. The username color, you can also change that if you want to. Background color, you can change all those, but I'm not going to change them. You can also scale them, scale it down like that, and position them wherever you like. Yeah, just like that. that is it for the and once you're done, you just click done. Yeah, so that is it for the comments. That's how you apply the settings. That is really cool. Maybe you want to shout out somebody who has commented. It's a good way to do it. The next feature is the auto switch. Auto switch, this one comes in handy if you're doing the production solo and you have multiple camera inputs and there is no time for you to keep switching. So you can set the auto switch. Yeah, the Yolo Box does it for you. So this is how to go about it. So you first select your video sources, the ones you want to be switching. So we can take HDMI 1 input, 3, 2, and maybe I don't need the PDF, and maybe the SD card video, and you click on that. So once you have that, you select if you want them to play on loop, meaning that they will keep playing. Once it goes to the last input, it goes back again to the first and keeps playing and playing and playing. Yeah. So on switching order, you can set whether you want them to be sequential, yeah, or random. It can pick maybe from HDMI 1, it goes to randomly HDMI 3 or HDMI 4 that way, or maybe sequential from HDMI 1, it goes to HDMI 2, whichever you prefer. So right now, let me select random and do it done. And here you click the main video source. We can take our main video source to be the, let me just put the PDF because I think I've already selected the rest of the inputs and done. And you also come here to set the time. You want the clip to be on air. So maybe we put 2 seconds to just see the settings, how they have applied. So done. We also put this one 2 seconds. Done. The other one also 2 seconds. Done. The other one 2 seconds. Done. Yeah. So now you can activate the start auto switch. So let's see. You see, it's just auto switching itself for me. Yeah. You see. Yeah. From one input to the camera, the main video source, it switches from one input, then it goes back to the main video source and then switches to another input, then back to the main source, and like that. Yeah, so this is a really great feature when you're doing a solo production. So let me deactivate that and go back. Sorry, let me deactivate and take back my feed right there. So that is the auto switch. Right here we have another setting here. It comes with more other settings. Yeah, video source switching mode. Right there is where you set how you want to be switching. Ours right now is set at click to switch, meaning if I click once, it switches to that feed. If I click once to that feed, you can set to double click. Yeah, that is if I double click. Right now, if I try to click once, it won't switch because I've selected the double click one. So when I double click, it switches back. So this is good for safety. You never know when your hand will just move and touch anything here. Yeah. So let me take it back to click to switch. Go back. The other setting is SD card videos switching system. Yeah. So that is where the settings for the SD card video switching systems are. SD card management just shows the space of the SD card, nothing much. You have program out or USB-C out. Program out is where you configure this HDMI output to either give you the program out. Yeah, like right now, if I activate that, so that is where you toggle between the program out and the monitor out. Yeah, like right now I'm using this port as a monitor out to just get the interface of the Yolo Box. You can also use the USB-C, yeah, and you activate it from here. Down here we have the video source transitions, yeah. This is how the feeds, yeah, transition from one feed to the next. Right now it's set at cuts. Let me change that so that you can see. You can use a wipe. So let me put this one. There it is, guys. So this is where you go if you wanted to select different transitions. Windows files. Take that back. Just like that. This is where you select your transitions. You don't have to struggle. You don't have also to be boring, like your feed should just be boring on an air. You can use these transitions to make it more interesting. Yeah. So let me take back to the cuts, the one I was using. Yeah, a simple one, just from one frame to the next. So that is where you do the transitions from. You can also set the time. Yeah. From here you can increase and decrease just like that. Okay, so we go back, we have more settings. We have the streaming modes. So on streaming modes, we have using Yolo Live's multi-streaming service and direct single platform streams. When you choose multi-streaming with Yolo Live, the Yolo Live service handles the distribution of your content to multiple platforms, and you can configure this service with your streaming keys. In contrast, using the direct single platform streaming, you configure your Yolo Box Pro to stream directly to just a single platform using the platform specific settings. You can use multi-streaming with Yolo Live if you want to maximize your audience reach, provide redundancy, and diversify your presence across multiple platforms. It's also suitable for content creators looking to engage with a broad audience or opt for direct single platform streaming if you primarily focus on one platform or if you want a simplified setup. This option is ideal when leveraging platform-specific features or having resources limitations. Okay, so that is the streaming mode settings. So it's up to you to choose whichever works for you. Okay, so down here we have the video output mode. So video output mode, we have HDMI out and we have the DP out, which is the display port out. Now the HDMI out, this port allows you to connect the device to an external display such as a monitor, like right now I'm connected to a monitor, or a projector, so you can view or content, so that you can view your content in real time while streaming or recording. Now the display port is similar to HDMI but uses a different type of connector. So those are the settings there. And down here we have the encoding settings. You have the CBR, which is constant bitrate. We have the CQ, constant quality, the VBR, the variable bitrate. Okay. Bitrate just refers to the rate at which data is processed or transmitted over a communication channel per unit of time. In CBR, the video encoder maintains a fixed bitrate throughout the entire video. This means that regardless of the complexity of the video content, the encoder allocates the same amount of data, that is bits, for each unit of time. And the constant quality encoding, the video encoder prioritizes, maintaining a consistent level of perceived video quality throughout the video. Instead of aiming for a fixed bitrate, it adjusts the bitrate dynamically based on the complexity of the video content. And the VBR encoding is a compromise between CBR and CQ. It allows the bitrate to vary based on the complexity of the video content, but within specified targets, bitrate boundaries. So that is the setting for the encoding part. Yeah, we have the bitrates here. You can reduce or increase, and the frames per second. Yeah, there it is, guys. So let me go back. So those are the encoding settings. Down here we have the recording limits. The video will be recorded and saved every. So this is where you do the settings, how you want the recording to be done. After every 10 minutes, it stops and starts again, stops and starts again. So this is where you do the settings. So mine, I can put it on continuous, yeah. So it doesn't stop. So whichever works for you, that's what you set. So those are the settings, guys. Those are the settings. So back to this layout. The reason why I had this green screen here, yeah, it's because another great feature of the Yolo Box is that you can key out the green screen. Let me show you how. You just tap on that icon and keying switch, you activate it just like that, and you can even put a background image immediately. So you touch on that and you put a background image and you take that as a note, and there it is. Once you're done, you just click done and you see. I think I've exhausted everything to do with the Yolo Box, every setting down here. Yeah, if you also need to record, tap on the screen and start recording. To go live, once you have your platforms signed in, yeah, once they are signed in, you just click on go live and immediately you go live. So guys, that has been all from me today, the Yolo Box Pro. As you have seen, it's very easy to use, very easy, and it has a lot of features that just make our live stream easier. So to purchase this product or any other product from us, kindly visit our website at www.highwayav.co.ke or give us a call at 0796262028. Until next time, bye.